on my phone actually. It's on this little thing. It's gonna be a short stream just because it's 2:30 in the morning. But I fucked up. I couldn't get here in time when I said everybody I was going to. But I did finish my arm sleeve, so that is good. Pretty good excuse, right? It's about 3 years in the making, so put the final touches on that. So probably gonna cut this short. I doubt anybody's even up at this hour. What time is it? Yeah, 2:30. So then I get back here. My computer don't fucking work. Well, it does, but the streaming part doesn't work. It wants me to download this and that. So we're rocking on the Galaxy 8. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I have no fucking clue. Oh shit, I don't even know if I can read the comments. How am I gonna read the fucking... do I have to like go onto my computer and like... Oh yeah, I'm pretty much fucked. So I can do this live stream, but now I can't read people's comments. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay. Sorry, working on the phone here. Okay. It appears to be okay. It's not, is it? Not. What am I supposed to do here? Touch this shit? I'm on my phone, so I have no fucking... The phone looks way different. Okay. So, I'm going to try this button, see what happens. Okay, that's going to turn it off. Cancel. What's this button do? Oh, computer, okay. Yeah, you know, we should probably just end this before this gets really embarrassing for me. I don't understand. It's a phone. Fucking. Alright. I'm going to try to do this the other way. I'm going to assume that maybe, just maybe, I can get in through it to the computer. Unlikely, but we'll see. So if I go to my own profile, right? See. Go. There it is. Oh, I can see myself. Whatever. It's cool. Okay, maybe I can do this. Okay, that's how you're supposed to do it. So I can't see the comments. Oh wow, that's me. Show you. Oh shit! If I show you, it won't work. Okay. Oh hey guys, now I can read the comments. Okay. If I look around my camera. It's 5 a.m. It's about 3 a.m. here. I don't know. I was supposed to do this a while ago, and then I got caught up doing tattoos. My guy called me and was like, "Come on down there right now." So I like didn't really have a choice. Like, well, I did, but I mean, free tattoos or reschedule YouTube. Did finish the arm sleeve though, so that's good. All that got done. I doubt the camera does it justice. Oh, well, looking at my computer, it doesn't. My phone, it's like good resolution. The computer kind of sucks. Hey, what's up, Hell Sainton? No, I'm looking like this because my phone is like right in front of my face. Got a bowl packed. Anybody bring some beer? I got hams. I think you're fucking with me. 16 and tripping on ass for the first time. I think I tripped on acid the first time when I was like 14. What's up, Casey? Man, what are you fucking doing up 3 a.m., man? What am I doing up at 3 a.m.? I gotta work in the morning. I move my head around, it's because my phone is right in front of me. I'm looking at my computer over it. I didn't set this up very well, but that's what's going on. It's too late now. At least you can hear me though. Fuck, I was worried about that. I'm rocking the Samsung Galaxy 8. What's up, Alejandro Cristivia. Hola, ¿cómo está? So yeah, I'm probably just gonna reschedule this live stream. Since I got 9 people, fuck, nine's not too bad. I gotta go to bed soon. Fuck work, right? Who needs to work, right? What is it, Sunday? Should anybody be in church or something? Yeah. All right, I'm calling in. I'm calling in religious. And call and say I found God or something. Hello, Yeti Sunsel. Sunsel. As I look around my camera, I'm like, oh. All right. So what do you guys want to talk about? I really didn't have anything like scheduled. So long as it's nothing political like Trump. I'm so done hearing about fucking Trump. Unless you want to talk about how fucking delusional people are to get triggered by the Trump word. Other than that, okay. I'm reading. How to Become Rich, huh? Oh, are you one of those, can I sell my soul to the devil people? I hope not. Please spare me this moment of peace. How to become rich. How to become rich? I got that, though. I can answer that. First, you get a job, or do you develop a talent? Oh, and that's what nobody wants to hear, right? Especially people that want to sell their souls. Because that means that you're lazy and don't want to do anything. You just want free handouts. Here's how you get rich. Become talented, develop a talent, get a job, get an education, go to work hard. That's it. Oh, the Justin Jet Chronicles? That's interesting, man. You know, I kind of put that on. Well, my homie Justin Jet, he's kind of in a pickle right now because he's kind of in like a halfway house type thing, and I'm just waiting for him to like stabilize before anything. I don't know. I honestly still don't know. I mean, I got a million stories about that dude. I'm trying to think of one right now. Something that's short. Nah, there's nothing that's short. Nothing that I get spit off real quick. Yeah, he's a cool cat though. He's up in Portland. Lived with him for about a year, close to that. Him and his former wife, Penguin. So good people. You know, actually, the screen resolution is not too bad for being a fucking phone with bad lighting. I don't know how the audio quality is, but I guess I'll find out. How was it my first time tripping? I don't know. My first time tripping was well, I don't know why this guy was hanging out with us. We were like 14, and this guy was like 20. He wasn't a pedo or nothing. I just don't think he had any friends. And he was like this long red hair guy. This is back in like the late 80s. Remember this, okay? Because otherwise it may not make sense. Like a jean jacket, and he like had biker boots on. He had like a crooked eyes and shit. And like, not that really has anything to do with the 80s, but he had long red hair. His name was Jason Ish. I remember that. And he hung out with us. We were 14, and he like got us some acid, but didn't know it because it's the first time I ever saw acid. But like he basically got one hit. He clipped it in half, and then he gave each of us half until there was a hole, so that he would have like extra. Whatever. Like we were 14, we know the fucking difference. But yeah. The first time, I don't really remember tripping that hard. The second time, I remember tripping hard though. The first time, apparently, with psychedelics, it doesn't necessarily have the same effect. I don't know why. I've heard that, and it's been the same experience with me. So yeah, I mean, and honestly, that was fucking 30 years ago, so I do not remember exactly. I remember what we did, but it didn't really have an effect. The second time, I remember, because I had thought that half a hit was one hit, right? And I was like, oh, I didn't do anything. Didn't know the guy ripped me off. So I got 2 hits from somebody else. And that was pretty fucking cool. Like, I don't remember exactly what we did. I remember we were outside at a park somewhere. But I remember tripping fucking balls. It was great. It was like kind of like a mind orgasm where it was like, you know, just I'd never seen like the world quite in that perspective before, so it was fucking pretty cool. Um, yeah, but honestly, that was so fucking long ago. That's about the only details I remember. We were in a park. I remember we were on a playground, and there was like 4 or 5 of us. That was it. That's about all I remember. I remember walking around the playground. That's about it. Catch up on these comments here. Your mom's boyfriend gave you LSD. That's kind of creepy, especially if you're 16. That's kind of cool, but well, I'm just gonna shut up because I don't know you. Oh, thanks, Hussein. I'm actually making a whole line of that shit. I didn't want to do that. I've been making shirts and shit like that for like a year and a half, but people to do it, make this, make that, and I didn't want to because that just is to me is kind of fucking cheesy and lame to like make a shirt of your face and yourself. But enough people finally asked, were like, all right, you know, and it's the 10th anniversary of that video, so I'm like, okay, 10th anniversary, I'll just make a fucking line of it, put it on a website, put a link on the video, and that's it, and see what happens. I mean, nobody's gonna get rich here, trust me. That's a very not a lucrative business unless you're selling shit by like the hundreds and thousands. But I don't expect to. But it's kind of a novelty thing. Why not? If it pays for itself, which it will. If I sell like 5 shirts, it'll pay for itself. So more than 30 tabs? No, I never did more than 30 tabs. I at one time. I don't know what he's talking about. See, I think total my life, total my life, I stopped counting over 100, and that's not including the 20 or 30 hits. But no, the one time it was somewhere between 20 and 30. I don't know. I didn't actually take the time to count it because it was all squirted around my fucking mouth. So I don't. I know it was between 20 and 30 because I've seen the eyedropper. I saw how full it was very quickly, and I talked to the guy afterwards too. But it doesn't matter after that point. If it's 22 hits or 29 hits or 30 hits, does it really matter? No, I don't think so. But no, I've never done anything more than, except for that time, I've never done anything more than 4. I think 4 is my max, and that is plenty. Plenty. Shrooms, on the other hand, shrooms are like in abundance over here in Southern California for some reason. Like, people are getting spores off the internet. They're growing them because like shrooms is almost like weed. It's like almost everywhere I go, someone's like, "Want to buy shrooms?" Like, I already got some. It's like 2, but yeah, it's like everywhere. It's just like it used to be hard to fucking find shrooms, but not anymore. Or at least not here in San Diego. When I was in Arizona, it's almost fucking impossible. But you know, with LSD, it's kind of like a best experience I've ever had. Yeah, I just catch up with the messages. I'm assuming you mean best experience I've ever had on psychedelics. It's hard to say. I try not to. There's been a couple different ones. Sometimes I like, you know, depending on how fucking high I am on LSD or shrooms or any psychedelics, DMT too. Sometimes I like to listen to music and like be like at a rave or in a crowd of people. But other times, you know, depending on how high I am, right? If I'm too high, I don't want to be around anybody. But then if I break off to myself and just like listen to music and shit, like stare at the stars, go for a nature walk, that's always fun. So long as you know where you're fucking going. I've been lost before with mushrooms. I didn't notice it at first, like when I was younger, but maybe it's part of age, or maybe it's, I don't even fucking know what it is. Maybe it's just the last ones I had were really strong or ate too much, whatever it was. But I remember like my brain would get like on a loop, but like it's like deja vu, bam, 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 right? So it's like, are we tripping with some other people who are tripping? And then people like, one of us be like, let's go for a walk up that hill. Let's go do this. And then we'll talk about it for a while. And then it's like, we already did it. And then I hear him say it again. It's just like a loop. It's like deja vu. It's like, dude, we just went for a walk. He's like, what are you talking about? We didn't go for a walk. I'm like, no, we just fucking went for a walk. Why are you fucking with me? Like, but then because everybody's fucked up, nobody actually can know. Like, good times. I mean, whatever. But yeah, my brain goes on deja vu, and everything I've seen, everything I do, I've already done. it's kind of weird. I mean, if you don't get stuck in that, because that'll make you have a bad trip. Don't get stuck in that shit. Just realize that's what's going on. Like the first couple times I didn't realize what was going on, but now I do. Now it's like I know how to like shake it and ignore it. But traces are okay. I don't know. I like the well, I don't know. That's see the tried shrooms, but the guy ripped me off. Guy sold you some pizza shrooms. Yeah. Got some mushrooms at the fucking grocery store. Yeah. That's against YouTube's terms of agreements. Otherwise, I'd show you what they look like. But I know they already hit ahead of me. Let's see. What's up, Mike? Sorry, guys. I'm looking weird. It's, for those of you who just got in the room, I got this phone right here, but my computer is over there. So to read the messages, I gotta like go over there. Had some technical problems, but now it looks like it's okay. Someone asked me about like sex on psychedelics. Like honestly, I tried that, but it's too much of a distraction. Sex is too much of a distraction on psychedelics anyway. Other different drugs is different, but with me anyway, I can't speak for a woman, but I've spoken to other dudes about it too. It's just too much of a distraction. It's basically like your mind is just way too like unfocused and scattered to be focused on something that specific. And it's not impossible, but I didn't on psychedelics. I didn't think it was anything special. Now there are other drugs that highly recommended, but LSD, shrooms, DMT. I didn't even bother DMT. I don't even think I could get it up like DMT. Like, there's a but shrooms and LSD I tried. I did, and it just wasn't worth it. I mean, it wasn't like I was hoping there'd be like some like magical experience in it. It was just kind of bad sex because I was like so fucked up. I didn't know what was going on. So was she, but it was just like neither one was really wanting to like fondle each other. It wasn't like say MDMA or some other drugs that will are kind of aphrodisiac or heighten your senses. LSD and psychedelics, sexual senses, not so much. Yeah, with LSD, that's not something that comes around very much. Now, I've talked to some younger people online, and apparently it's pretty big, but it's an age-related drug. Like when I was in high school, I sold LSD because I knew somebody who knew somebody, and it's like I sold it. LSD was all around. Like I was buying sheets, 100 hits. Remember, this is in the early '90s. 100 hits cost me $80. $100 the most. That was like kind of expensive, but $80 was kind of the going price for 100 hits, and I flipped them and I sold them for $5 a hit, or like 3 for 10, or it's fucking friendly Friday. You take one, I'll take one, and your friend fucking buys one too. No. Or whatever. Just, nobody give a fuck. I was making money hand over fist at that point, but it was you don't see that. LSD doesn't come around when you're my age. Like after I got about over like say 21, 25, basically out of high school and out of college, I don't LSD gone. Like I'm sure I could find it nowadays with the internet and people I know, but yeah, it's not very common now. Other drugs are, but I never got caught selling acid in high school. I was that's directed towards me. I came close. I had someone narc on me, and I got searched, but I was in a dumbass, and I hid my shit. So, but I never got busted. Hey, David. Oh, we live again? There we go. We had a hiccup. I think we're live. There we go. Yeah, no, I never got busted with any drugs. I should have. I come close, but luckily, never busted. with DMT, there's different types of DMT. I mean, I've done 3 different types, and the most recent one I did is probably my favorite, um, just because it's in powder form and it's easier to dose. But it's more like mushrooms than anything. It's ACO4 DMT. Different type of DMT. That's very rare. It doesn't come around very often. It's the other types of DMT I've tried are more common, but they're different. I mean, it's not radically different. You know, people. It's like the difference between LSD and shrooms. Like, what's the real difference? I mean, that's like saying like, what's the difference in weed? If you're a weed smoker, what's the difference between sativa and indigo? Like, they both get you high, a little bit different, but pretty much the same. DMT is I don't know. DMT, you have to Google that shit. I could explain it, but DMT is basically it's a chemical that's released in your brain, and it's pretty much in every living thing, plants, everything, animals. It has something to do with when you sleep. It's something to do with when you're asleep, but it's in every living thing. It's a naturally occurring chemical in plants and animals. Exactly what it is, you're gonna have to look it up. I don't know, but I know that if it's concentrated and you do it, it's a hallucinogen. It's a psychedelic for sure. If you do a lot or a very concentrated form, like I did once when I smoked it, it'll make you go into a dream state instantly. That was weird because it was like I took 2 or 3 hits and I was like, I don't feel nothing. The guy's like, sit down. Like, why? Like, just sit down. Sat down, all of a sudden my head hit the fucking bench. And apparently I rolled around and like mumbled to myself and like talked in things and shit. And I had this really vivid dream, but I snapped out of it like 5-6 minutes later. That's one type of DMT. The other types of DMT, the ACO4 DMT, you had just like, it was like cocaine, it was like powder, just like sniff little, and you'd be high for like an hour or two, and then you come down, which is what I liked about it because I could control it. I knew how much it did. But the only bad trip I ever had, not bad trip, flashbacks. The only times I've ever had flashbacks was off the ACO4 DMT, and that was not that long ago. That was like maybe 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer, 8 months ago. But never had flashbacks from all the LSD or the shrooms. Never. You know, that ACO4 DMT, like for like 3 months, almost like probably every other day, I would have a mild flashback, and all of a sudden, for no reason, I would feel like you're on it again. Not quite as intense, but definitely noticed it. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And it was weird. And then it lasted like 15 minutes and it would fade off. But it did that every other day for a couple months. I was kind of getting worried for a little bit. I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be permanent. But it wasn't terrifying. It wasn't like I tripped or like, I mean, it's just inconvenient if you're driving a car or you're at work, or you gotta be responsible. You don't all of a sudden you start feeling like you're tripping again. It's like, you just gotta like muscle through that shit. But that it went away after a couple months. It stopped doing it. So, definitely wasn't subjective. It happened for a long time. I was starting to get worried. Yeah, you know what? That's blunts. Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, no, I mean, it was rescheduled till without a specific date till after the holidays, and then it was when I was told to call if I don't hear from them by February to get a hold of them. But didn't sound like it was a permanent thing. It sounded like there was about, I don't know, assuming that the email's accurate, which I don't see why they would lie to me. Yeah, it sounds like there's about half a dozen of us who got bumped, rescheduling or overbooked and whatever. I don't know the exact reasons. I don't care either. But yeah, so January, February is when I believe, based on what I read. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read these comments. Have you ever worked? Yeah, in fact, I have met Richter, not Warlock. I have met Richter. He used to come into on the Satanic International Network. He had a profile for a while. He's come to our chat room. I have a tiny chat room there. Still there. He used to come in once in a while. It's cool. I mean, I was a big fan of Electric Hellfire Club. That's right around, when I grew up in the 90s, mid 90s. So it was, yep. Man, I mean, that's not included. I've met some of those guys like Thomas Thorne, Richter, maybe the Odo guy. I don't know. This is a long time ago, but while they're playing in a band, on tour, But I was, I was young. I was a teenager. Maybe at maybe at the oldest in my early 20s. But I have talked to Richter for a while. I mean, he's a cool guy. I mean, talked to him in the chat room like now, like this type of communication over webcams. But yeah, devil doesn't exist. I never said he did. Hello, Nob, no, Nob, 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 no, Gnome Nob. As a Yeti, you know what, Yeti, I'm actually intentionally not watching Rogan. I've watched only maybe like 5 or 6 episodes total. I don't want to see it. Why? Because I don't want it to influence my appearance. I want it to be like, I don't have a script. I know loosely what he wants to talk about. It's supposed to be about my DMT and LSD experiences and how that influences your philosophy, and if there's been any negative impacts later in life. And it's built around that, which is cool. It's you only got like fucking 20 million videos about that. But yeah, so I don't want to watch anything by Rogan because I want to get on there and like just be spontaneous. I don't want to be out of preconceptions of anything. Oh wait, I don't think you can show beer on TV. I'm 21. I swear to God, did anybody doubt I'm under 21? Okay. I got this job. I've been doing it off and on for 3 years, but I'm starting to do it more and more and more, just because I just decided to get back into it. Basically, it's a cool job. I'm a vendor, basically for third party. But I basically, long story short, I pass out booze at high-end grocery stores like Whole Foods, Vaughn's, just higher-end grocery stores, and basically sample wine, sample booze, beer. Depends on what it is. It's different all the time. So that's it. Where's I going with that story? Fuck, I had a point to that, but yeah, that's it. I'll let me read this again. I'll probably remind me. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. Next time I promise I'll have this set up better. Although I'm actually kind of impressed by the quality of the camera, of the phone. It's better than my webcam that I have, which is actually fairly nice, but who knows. Maybe that's where I was going with that. Sit, whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to card people too, and it's like weird because it's like someone be older than me. I'm 43, right? Somebody easily be in their 60s, right? I still got to card them, and people get pissed, and it's like I think they get pissed because they think it's like I'm fucking with them. It's like I want to say, look, you old motherfucker, I know you're older than me, but it's my job, and if I don't do this, if somebody sees me, I could get fired. But now everybody's like, "Well, I'm older than your dad. I'm like served in Vietnam." Like, good, then you should have a fucking valid ID. But it's also not about age anymore. It's well, at least in California, it's about also it has to be a valid ID. So it doesn't matter if you're fucking 200 years old. If your ID card's expired, it's no longer valid. And California is really strict about that. You can get it if you get pulled over and your driver's license is expired. You get a ticket for like $250. It's technically a criminal misdemeanor. I actually went to jail for that once, for being in possession of a expired driver's license. But it's because I was fucking with the cop. But yeah, I didn't realize. I thought he had no reason to he couldn't do anything. But I wasn't aware of the law, and I know I got arrested, taken to jail for the night for being in possession of a expired driver's license. That'll never happen. But just make sure if you're gonna fuck with cops, make sure you fucking have no. Cause it took like 5 of them, and I'd talked for 20 minutes, and probably opened up the cop book and checked this shit. Yeah, it was shit. Yeah, you know, it's it is what it is. It's one of those simple rules. It's like you have to have an ID that says you're over 21, and it has to be valid. That's really the nobody fucking with anybody. Like that's the law. It's been like that for a long time, and it's just funny how people get like pissed. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been pissed. I've like gone to the store. You know, even at the age of 43, like you know, grading my beard, I'm clearly over 21, right? Clearly. I mean, you know, when I've gone in there and I had some kid that's like fucking 19 be like, "Can I see your ID?" I was like, "Okay," but you know, I don't mind showing my ID, right? But then I reached and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I forgot my wallet," right? Like, bro, come on, you know I'm over 21. He's like, so it's just that's just the law. Like the kid will lose his job. Like it's like say I was like, because they do that, check up on people sometimes, and I could be one of those reps and just like you know, if the dude was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool, then bam, he'd probably lose his job for not carding me, or you know, it's not worth it. I mean, fuck it, you know, it's job is a job. I'm gonna fucking lose it because your dumbass forgot your ID. Blunt, you must live like in Europe or something. It's not. I don't believe it's 18 anywhere around in America anymore. I think it's all 21. All right, on Tony. After the DMT video, no shit. That's cool. Yeah, but for those of you that like know me from the drug videos, my channel. I got two channels. This used to be my secondary channel, but we got more subscribers, so I just kind of moved shit over a little bit. When one would get suspended, then I go to one. That one gets suspended, I go to the other one. So I just this one, what is it? Yeah, this channel, 30 Hits of LSD one. Yeah, I divided a playlist. So the people that like, you know, drug videos or people like just story videos, I tried to make playlists as much as I could between all these fucking videos, right? And YouTube's complications to divide them into like, you know, drug videos, videos about Satanism, videos about philosophy, just story videos, random shit, you know, but I need somebody to help me with that shit because I'm really bad at organizing shit. I'm terrible at it. Terrible. I'm just fucking horrible at it. It's like, oh. Yeah, Andrew, that's coming up. I don't know exactly when. It's going to be sometime. I was told after the holidays, so I'm expecting January, February. But that's about as much as I know. I don't have an exact date. So I'm just chilling. I'm actually kind of glad though. Not that I wasn't prepared, but there's some stuff I wanted to have ready to put together when I get up there. Not that I'm really planning on promoting anything, but I'd like to have something that I'm not going to say tell anybody what it is either. But something that I want to promote if I can throw it together in time. So now I have a good chance of being able to put it together. Karl Marx. Nope, I've not read any of that. Braunschweiger. Sorry guys, I'm looking around my camera that's filming me right onto my computer so I can read your text because my camera, I'm sorry, my phone doesn't show. Limo Story, which is Limo Story. Is that which one was the one with the call girl or is the one with Alice Cooper? I think I've made maybe a few of those. That was fucking fun, man, driving those limos. Michigan's kind of a hot spot, man, for drugs. I know quite a few people in Michigan, and they're just like, I guess heroin's pretty big up there too, which is weird because heroin is not that big in California. It's around, but not like it is if you go up to like the Northwest, like say Portland or Washington. Oh fuck, man, there's like heroin fucking city up there. Yeah, see the la. Yeah, people are stupid at 16. People are still stupid when they're old like me, but most of the really stupid ones already died. So Alice Cooper, yeah. You know, Blunt, I'm not going to talk about Rogan really just because I don't want to talk about something that's not going to happen. And I'm pretty confident that it is going to happen. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they would have told me it's not going to happen. But I don't want to say anything specific because if it's too specific and it doesn't happen, then I just look like a fucking idiot. So, of course, I've read Nietzsche. Read a lot of Nietzsche, actually. Will to Power, Antichrist, Thus Spoke Zarathustra. I think that was about it. Maybe one more. No, but those three definitely for sure. Sorry, I'm looking for something here. I mean, Nietzsche's okay. I mean, for an old German philosopher, I mean, he was, cutting edge for what, late 1800s? As far as philosophers go, though, I'm biggest fan of probably Wilhelm Reich. It's weird. There's about a 5-second lag between my phone and my computer. Weird because it's on the same network. I will say this though. Where is it? Blunt's for like something like Rogan. I'm sorry, yeah, like Rogan. That's the money is nominal. It's not much. It's not like it's basically all expenses paid, and maybe some change left over, depending on how much your expenses are. That's pretty much what it is. How much change is left over depends on how expensive it is to get your ass out there and how much you travel expenses and all that shit goes. Me being 2 hours away because I live in San Diego and going up to LA ish area up there. Well, actually, it's about 3 hours away. My cost is small, so hopefully the change will be a little bit larger. But you ain't gonna go out and be buying a car or anything like that. No, I mean you might have a really good fucking weekend, party in Hollywood, but that's that's pretty much it. Freud, I'm a big fan of Freud. I mean, is he spot on about everything? No, but he is a godfather of modern day, psychology and psychiatry. I mean, yeah, a lot of people diss him, because he's the one that broke open concepts of the subconscious, um, developed psychoanalysis, and that just was, of course, the guy isn't, and nobody is anymore. I mean, but he just was. I like Freud. What can I say? I like Jung too. I like Wilhelm Reich. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're talking about we're talking about something that's very old now. But yeah, I mean, it pisses me off when I hear like psychiatrists, modern day psychiatrists, and psychologists, and psychoanalysts diss on Freud, like, Freud and his penis envy. It's like, you know what, bitch, you wouldn't have a fucking job if it wasn't for Freud. Fuck you and your penis envy, you and your daddy issues. Get the fuck out of here. Like, it pisses me off. But yeah, I think anybody who has any sense will at least give fucking Freud a high five because he's the guy that broke the door open. Kind of like LeVay, it's like, oh, well, LeVay was wrong about this and that. I don't agree with that. It's like, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. But he ushered in modern Satanism. And for that, you got to give the guy high fives. And they're like, but he did this. It's like, no, he didn't. And you know what? Even if he did, who gives a fuck? It's like, people always nitpick and pick apart people that are dead and can't defend themselves. What time is it? How much? Oh, okay, we're pushing 40 minutes here. I'll give another 5 minutes and I'm going to get going. What time is it here? Just past 3? Okay, I'm not too bad. I might get 6 hours of sleep. And for those of you that weren't here earlier, like I was supposed to, this is going to be a regular thing at 10 o'clock on Saturdays, 10 p.m. PST. Fortunately, Saturdays, I mean, I like to go out and have fun on Saturdays too. I schedule it for Saturdays because I know if any day of the week, most people, like the majority of people, are going to be off on a Sunday. So I schedule for Saturday night, because I know I'm California time. Either if you're in Europe, you're getting up fucking early, right? Or if you're in America, then you're staying up late to watch my shit. So it's like, that was just the best thing. But then it's like, Saturday night, I want to go out and fucking have fun too, I want to have a life. No, but seriously, I work weekends, so it's kind of like a tight schedule. If something happens, like tonight, You know, my tattoo artist called me. He's one of my best friends too. He's like, hey, just fucking dead at work. Want to come in and finish that sleeve? So it's one of those things where it's like, do you want to come and get free tattoos or like be late for YouTube or where you know what I'm saying? So obviously I went and get tattoos, but yeah. So but yeah, usually we'll be 10 o'clock every Saturday at 10 p.m. PST. That's it. But I got this technical issue worked out now. So basically, I'm going to be starting. I'm going to still do this, but I'm going to also record. Try to do one episode a week with a co-host. Really, really attractive woman, very smart, um, very knowledgeable. Just not very. Doesn't have like. Not really on social media. Doesn't make YouTube videos. Doesn't really do anything like that to get noticed. But she caught my attention, and we're gonna do a podcast together. But it's gonna be pre-recorded on Skype. So there's gonna be two cameras, right? And we'll figure out something to talk about. You know, it's going to be about mainly it's going to be about everything. I'm trying to make it more countercultures, not necessarily philosophy or spirituality or even occult or supernatural. I'll have all of that, but I wanted to make it more broad. So we'll talk about drugs, talk about sex, supernatural, occultism, philosophy, basically everything but politics. That's the only thing I don't want to talk about. I'm still fucking sick of politics. I'm not political. I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's funny. Um, I don't give a fuck about Trump. Some things I like what he does, some things I don't. I don't really care. So I'm done. I'm not going to do politics. Everybody does politics. We'll do some like supernatural shit. That's pretty cool though. She's really cool. Like she's really into astrology and like tarot cards and shit like that. Where I'm not so much. So it's kind of a nice balance. Oh, Hell Sanctum. Yeah, dude. That place is hit or miss. I hardly ever go in there anymore. Just because when I go in there, there's nobody in there. Like if I announce something, then maybe we get people in there. But you know, but see, that's a problem. Is everybody has that attitude, right? Everybody has that attitude. Like nobody's there. Then it's like, well, yeah, because you're like, oh, nobody's there. It's like, well, if you just sat in there for a while, and, like fucked off on Facebook or whatever the fuck you do on, the internet, people will come in if they see you there, then they'll stay, and it snowballs. And once you get out of that loop for a while, then it's yeah. You know what? I mean, I pop in there probably once a day, but when I pop in there, I'm talking like I pop in there for like 15 minutes, like check my emails, log, step in there, and then I. So we're gonna try to work on that, but it'd be nice to have a platform where we can all talk like that, but yeah, it's just it's hard to get everybody in there. I've made videos and tried to invite people, and a couple times it worked, and like 10, 20 people showed up, and then we could all cam up or mic up, and it was cool. But then other times I've done it, and like 2 people show up, so and then like they're oh, this chat room sucks, but people attract people. People want to be where other people are. And if there's nobody in there, even if there's sometimes a lot of people in there, if there's nobody in there, then they're just not going to stay. Even though if they stayed, it would snowball that people don't have patience. People ever want instant gratification. So, I was reading something not that long ago, a few months ago, something on the internet, but it was some reputable source, like some like major news place. And they're saying that out of a survey, people between the ages of 18 and 30, right? The number one source for information is YouTube, and that's kind of fucking cool. Like I would have never thought that, right? But I mean, it's changing to the point. And now I'm not sure if they just mean YouTube or Google, but they said YouTube specifically. I know Wikipedia is another one, but yeah, I mean, people, people have a question like, oh, what does how do you drive a stick shifter, or how do you grow tomatoes, I guess the majority of people, whatever that fucking question is, or even like, in my case, like, what is Satanism or what is LSD or whatever, whatever the key words that they're looking for. Like this, that's pretty fucking cool. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that 11 years ago when I started making videos, but apparently that's the case now. The only problem with that is everybody expects everything instantly. And also, there's a lot of misinformation out there. I made a video about this not too long ago. I've watched some of these drug videos. I've done pretty much every drug in the fucking world with very few exceptions. And I've watched some of these people making videos about drugs that I've done. like, you know, hard drugs like meth, fucking, or even psychedelics, you know, cocaine, crack, heroin, pills. And listening to what they're saying, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, this is not accurate. And what they're doing is just repeating shit because they're trying to, you know, probably monetize their videos to get a lot of views because drug videos do get a lot of views. But what they're saying is not accurate. And I can tell these people are full of shit. And it's like, that is kind of dangerous. Like, I understand why YouTube doesn't want you to give, you can't give drug advice. You can't. And I understand why, because it could be, you know, potentially, you know, harmful. But people that are making videos pretending to have experiences with drugs and they don't, they're just repeating shit. I found two, they're repeating the same shit for my 30 hits of LSD video. I'm just like, I don't know. It's just, just be careful, you know, don't, I wouldn't take anything you see on the internet very seriously, to tell you the truth. I mean, unless you find somebody that's fucking cool, but the majority, not even the majority, but some, too much is like bullshit. I just ignore it now. Videos are better than reading. It's just faster. I don't read much anymore either, but that's how we got information before 2005. That's pretty much what you had to do is read. Believe that shit? Yeah, but no, videos are better. But people expect instant, especially this millennium generation, people born around the age of, you know, 2000. I guess because people grew up, if you're born around 2000, so you're born basically as you grow up. There's already cell phones, there's already computers, there's already tablets, already, and it's, you know, everything's instantaneous. But you don't have any. All that shit went away, which it was like skipped to like say 1990. Shit wasn't there, at least not affordable. I mean, it wasn't something that you could afford. So I don't know. I'm not one of those old guys like back in my days better you fucking rock and roll music. No, not at all, because it's fucking a lot more convenient and information technology is bam, bam, bam. And it's a lot faster. It's cool, but you know the drawback is people become lazy. People expect everything instantly. Expect to like know, like just jump and watch a YouTube video. Now they know how to fix their fucking car. It's like, really? How about it? All right, guys. I'm just starting to ramble because I'm getting tired. What time is it? Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry I was late. It'll be every Saturday unless something happens. I'll try to make an announcement like I did today. I didn't realize I could start the video and then postpone it and set a time. I just noticed that this time, so now I know that if I'm gonna be late. But yeah, we're gonna start that. I'm gonna start that thing up with my co-host, and fortunately, it's not gonna be a live stream because she's in Texas and I'm in California. But it'll eventually turn into a blog radio show where people can call in. And I'm not sure how to do that live, but eventually, if it works out well, just because I got to pay for it, you know. So it's like I want to make sure that it's, you know, people are actually going to be there. Otherwise, it's not worth paying for it, and I won't know until we try this format. So, all right, take it easy, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you around.